Mexico, officially the United Mexican States, is a country in the southern portion of North America, covering 19,72,550 km square. It is the world's 13th largest country by area with a population of almost 130 million. It is the 10th most populous country and has the most Spanish speakers in the world. Mexico is a constitutional republic comprising 31 states and Mexico City, its capital and largest city, which is among the world's most populous metropolitan areas. The country borders the United States to the north, as well as Guatemala and Belize to the southeast. It has maritime borders with the Pacific Ocean to the west, the Caribbean Sea to the southeast, and the Gulf of Mexico to the east. Currency is Mexican peso and capital is Mexico City. GDP per capita income of Mexico estimated to be $13,970 in the year of 2024. The Constitution of Mexico does not declare an official language. However, Spanish is the facto national language spoken by over 99% of the population, making it the largest Spanish-speaking country in the world. Mexican society is characterized by extremes of wealth and poverty, with a limited middle class wedged between an elite cadre of landowners and investors on the one hand and masses of rural and urban poor on the other. But in spite of challenges it faces as a developing country, Mexico is one of the chief economic and political forces in Latin America. It has a dynamic industrial base, vast mineral resources, a wide-ranging service sector, and the world's largest population of Spanish speakers, about 2.5 times that of Spain or Colombia. Mean temperature for Mexico is 20.6 degrees Celsius, with average monthly temperatures ranging between 15 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius. Mean annual precipitation is 725 mm, with steady rainfall occurring throughout the year, but occurring mostly from June to October. The Olmec were in fact Mexico's first known society, settled near what is now Veracruz on the Gulf Coast, and are known for their curved head sculptures. The Zapotec built their capital at Monte Alban near Oaxaca, and it is thought that it was home to around 10,000 people. The Mexican War of Independence was an armed conflict and political process resulting in Mexico's independence from the Spanish Empire. It was not a single coherent event, but local and regional struggles that occurred with the same period and can be considered a revolutionary civil war. It culminated with the drafting of the Declaration of Independence of the Mexican Empire in Mexico City on September 28, 1821. Following the collapse of royal government and the military triumph of forces for independence, Every year of September 16, Mexico celebrates its Independence Day, a national holiday commemorating the country's liberation from Spanish rule. Mexico's culture emerged from the culture of the Spanish Empire and the pre-existing indigenous cultures of Mexico. Mexican culture is described as the child of both Western and Native American civilizations. Other minor influences include those from other regions of Europe, Africa, and also Asia. Mexican food is a blend of indigenous and Spanish influences. At the heart of the cuisine of this beautiful country are three very important crops: corn, beans, and chilies. These native foods are cheap and widely available. Mole poblano is perhaps the best known of all mole varieties. An ancient dish native to the state of Puebla, it has been called the national dish of Mexico and ranked first as the most typical of Mexican dishes. Many Mexicans are very proud of their heritage, their culture, their language, their family, and their country, and in all honesty, they have a lot to be proud of. This positive trait more than anything shows their appreciation for the good things they have. Respect for elders, loyalty, hospitality, generosity, solidarity, and honor are all highly prized virtues in Mexican culture. In addition to these values, Mexicans are also known for their sense of humor, creativity, and joyfulness, which are reflected in their art, music, literature, and festivals. Mexico is one of the world's most biologically diverse countries. Whether you have your sights set on the gray whale migration on Baja, swinging spider monkeys of the rainforests, or adorable coatis on Cozumel Island, there's a whole host of interesting animals in Mexico. The majestic golden eagle is the national animal of Mexico. Today, Mexico has a large, diversified, and strong economy, with its wealth sector, remittances from the United States, exports, agriculture, mining, tourism, and industrial activity playing the most significant roles in its growth. Literacy rate of Mexico is 99.50%. Basic education includes 3 years of compulsory preschool, 6 years of primary, and 3 years of secondary school. Upper secondary education covers a period of 3 years of schooling. 7 public universities offer 4-year degrees, with the University of New Mexico having the largest enrollment at its Albuquerque main campus. Mexico is a land of extremes, with high mountains and deep canyons in the center of the country, sweeping deserts in the north, and dense rain forests in the south and east. Mountains cover much of Mexico, from white sand Caribbean beaches left by turquoise waters to millenary rock formations and charming towns with well-preserved colonial architecture. Mexico has no lack of sports to enthrall its visitors, with beauty, historic cities, charming villages, behaving beach towns, ancient rules and natural wonders. Mexico has it all. It's a country spoiled with riches when it comes to beautiful places. 42.15 million visitors visited Mexico by the end of September 2024. Mexico counts people who come into the country and stay at least one night as international tourists, as well as cruise ship passengers who embarked from the US or other countries. These travelers are also more likely to spend serious cash while in Mexico. The most popular sport in Mexico currently is association football, followed by boxing. Historically, football has been the dominant sport in Mexico, shaping the national sports scene. The United States had the majority of tourists, with approximately 25 million visitors, followed by Canada, which accounted for 5.4 million visitors in Mexico. With year-round warm weather and diverse destinations ranging from metropolitan Mexico City to the sands of Tulum, Mexico boasts vacation sports that appeal to all sorts of visitors. Top places to visit in Mexico are Zihuatanejo, Tulum, Cozumel, Ixtapa, Isla Mujeres, Isla Holbox, Sayulita, Manzanillo, Cancun, Guanajuato, Mérida, Mexico City, Puebla, Playa del Carmen, Punta Mita. With dozens of UNESCO World Heritage Sites, thousands of miles of coastline, and a dizzying variety of towns and cities, Mexico has become one of the world's most popular countries for tourists. The country's sheer size means that dozens of different types of ecosystems and climates await curious adventures. Almost anywhere you go in Mexico, you will encounter stunning landscapes, beautiful valleys, and unique natural formations.